Hey everyone, time again for another Willie's Ramblins and Pickup video for October 29th, 2015, Halloween weekend. Awesome. Been a real busy guy lately. Been traveling a lot from work. Not been able to do very much video-wise. I'm hoping to get some more videos out here pretty soon. One of the things I'm pretty stoked about, my wife went to the grocery store today and she brought me home a box of Boo Berry. I loved this cereal as a kid. I haven't had this in years. So I was pretty happy to get a hold of this. So tomorrow I'll be having me some Boo Berry cereal. Awesome. See what else? Oh, I participated in the Star Wars Battlefront beta on my PS4. This game rocks. I'm really stoked about it. I've got it pre-ordered right now. I figured I was going to like it, and playing the beta version just confirms that, yeah, I'm really going to enjoy this game. Mostly the game I played on there was the Hoth level, going after the walkers and stuff like that. There were some other levels in there you can play too. Didn't really mess with those too much. I mainly just kept playing the Hoth level over and over again. And great effects. Sounds are really cool. The gameplay's pretty nice. It's going to be a really fun game. I'm stoked on getting it and start playing this crazy thing. See what else? Oh, Ed Kelly from Ed Ladden Controllers is almost finished with the prototype ColecoVision and ColecoVision Flashback adapter controller. What this is going to allow you to do is to plug in like a Sega Genesis pad, a ColecoVision pad, ColecoVision Flashback, an Atari pad, that kind of stuff into this adapter, and then use it on either your ColecoVision or your ColecoVision Flashback. Now, the ColecoVision Flashback is a neat little machine, and one of the major problems with that console is the controllers themselves. They're really cheap, hard to mess with. It's got a really short joystick on it. Not a real good experience, but the games on the ColecoVision Flashback are great. There's a lot of good ones on there. So having this adapter is going to make playing those games awesome. So I'm looking forward to getting a hold of one of those from Ed and giving it a try. I'll try to do a review on it for my channel here once I get a hold of one. My mad scientist friend Dewayne is moving right along, making these little mini cades. He's almost to a final design that he's going to offer to sell. Basically, it'll be Arcade USA branded. It'll have the graphics on there. And there'll be no ROMs. There'll be some public domain ROMs. A lot of Exidy games that were released to public domain. That'll be on it just for something to play. He'll show how to add ROMs to them and stuff like that. It's not hard to do. If I can do it, anybody can do it. I'm like a 5-10 thumb klutz when it comes to that kind of stuff. So he's getting close to that. He's finished the Zaxxon-cade for my buddy Arcade. He's going to be sending that to me here pretty soon so I can do a video on it. And he's also finished up the Centipede-cade for my wife for her birthday. She loves centipedes, so I thought it'd be cool to build a little miniature centipede machine with a trackball and everything for her to put in her office. So I really appreciate Dewayne doing that. He's a very talented guy. Can't say enough about him. He's a really cool dude. Let's see what else we got going on. Oh, just saw on Arcade Heroes, the website, there was an announcement for a new ticket redemption game. It's called Galaga Assault. I love the game Galaga, so I'm really stoked about seeing this ticket redemption machine. Basic, from what I can tell, it's got 2 levels. The first level, you have to defeat 100 ships, and then once you do that, you go to another level to battle a mothership for some bonus stuff. Now, I've not got to play it yet. This is just what I've been reading about it. So I'm looking forward to finding one of these machines and giving it a try and maybe do a review on it. Another really cool ticket redemption machine that's coming out, it's called Snake Leg Pool. Now, it's still in its early design phases right now, but you can see the video back here from the guy who's building them. This looks like a really fun game. Basically, what you're trying to do is hit a pool ball all the way down this wavy pool tabletop, looks like a snake, down to the hole at the end. And depending where the ball falls off along that trail will depend on how many points you get on the display. What a great concept for one of these little ticket redemption arcade games. I've never seen anything like this before. So I'm really excited about trying it out. Oh, excuse me. My breakfast is coming back. It's Halloween, Anyway, what else? Oh, I went to Decorah, Iowa, and I visited my buddy's new game store there. It's called Games XP or Games Express. Not Games Express. It's called Games XP. It's run by my good pal Tim Borseth. Really great store. It's much bigger than his previous store that he had there in Decorah. And it's right there along Main Street, right next to this really famous restaurant called Mabel's, right next door. So if you know where that restaurant is, he's right next door to it. If you're in Decorah, Iowa, stop by the store and go check it out. He's got a lot of good classic games there. He's got a lot of board game stuff there as well, like Warhammer, things like that. He's got some tables set up for playing board games. He's got a gaming area in the back with some couches and some TVs and consoles hooked up for people to come back there and play. Really great store. I can't say enough about it. I found some interesting stuff there while I was in town. So give that place a check out sometime. So now let's look at some of the pickups here. All right, first up, a buddy Joshua Kenrick from the Turtle Flakes podcast. He sent me a couple Coleco Gemini controllers. He's also sent me a box Coleco Gemini as well. I haven't got that yet. I have 2 more controllers, so I have 4. Really neat controllers. They're fairly responsive. I like the built-in paddle control in this thing. Very interesting how this controller is made. There is no potentiometer, a physical pot. The circuit trace is actually part of the board in there, and they got a wiper on this little dial right there. I plan on taking one of these apart and do a video about it, how it's made and what it looks like inside. But I'm pretty happy to get this in my Coleco collection. He also sent me along with that a box copy of Star Wars Empire Strikes Back for the Atari 2600. Really like this game. It's one of my favorite games from when I was a kid. I remember buying this brand new. I've got a loose copy over there. I just never kept my box like a dummy. So I was pretty happy to get a box copy of this. So thanks a lot, Josh. I appreciate that. Let's see, what else? Oh, this is really cool. Now, this is a game you can download and burn a CD for your Dreamcast. It's called Volgar The Viking. The game is available on Steam as well. I was pretty stoked just to see they had a download that you can burn onto a disc to play in your Dreamcast. So that's what I'm playing back here. And I can't play it worth a darn. As you can see, I'm dying constantly. But if you like Rastan, the arcade game, Volgar plays pretty much identical to it. It just has some extra elements, like you got spears you can throw. And you can use the spears to help you get up to higher levels so you can jump on them. You have a shield you can pick up, some other power-ups, and one of the really neat things is in the first level, as you're going through and you're underground, you can see a decaying corpse of Rastan with his sword down in the corner before you climb up the rope. That's pretty funny. Really great game. I recommend giving it a try. If you got a Dreamcast, go to their website. I'll put a link in the show notes below. Download the Disc Juggler image, CDI. Burn yourself a disc and try it on the Dreamcast. It's awesome, especially in VGA mode, which that's what this is running in. Cool stuff. Next up, oh, if you're ever out and about and you have a Second and Charles store in your area, always check the free bins. I found a complete in box Dragonfire for the Intellivision in the free bins at the Second and Charles I go to. I've never checked those before. I was just happened to walk by with my pug going to the pet store, and I saw this laying in the free bin. I was like, oh, okay. So now from now on, I'm going to start checking the free bins at Second and Charles, see if they got any more games in there. So you also picked up, complete in box, Sewer Sam for the Intellivision. Neat little tunnel run type of game. where you shoot critters underground like snakes and bats and stuff like that. It's actually a pretty fun game. I like how Sewer Sam can climb up the walls to shoot down the corridor. That's pretty funny. Not too bad of a game. I've got this on my ColecoVision as well. And it plays nice on both of them. I like the little tag here. It says 3D. Cool. An interface of video adventure. Fun-filled for the whole family. 1 or 2 can play. Awesome. Cool. Let's see. Oh, next thing I picked up is a Vec Multicart. Now this is an SD-based cart. Take a little miniature SD card in there. It's done by Richard Hutchinson. I love the main menu selection on this thing. It's really well done. It has like 30 pages of ROMs, and basically you scroll through the pages and you hit your numbers 1 through 4, depending on what page you're on, to select the ROM you want to play. If you want to get back out and select another game, you just hit the reset button on the Vectrex, and it'll bring the game select screen back up. Whereas on the Sean Kelly card I have, which I love, you got to turn the power off and back on again to get to go back out to the main menu. So I like how this does it a little bit better. Has quite a few games on it, like I said. 30 pages with 4 ROMs each, so that's 120 games on this thing. And you could add more. You just have to build the menu so it'll show up on the menu screen. And I think it has to be bin files. I don't think VEC files work on this. I got to try that out and find out. I just got this thing. And then the last thing I picked up was the Atari Max My IED compact flash cartridge for my Atari 130XE. So I can put disk images, cartridges on here, that kind of stuff, and then load them off of this right onto my Atari 8-bit computer and play different games and stuff. I did have their flash cartridge, which I sent to my buddy Joshua in trade for a Vectrex for another buddy. So I went ahead and bought this instead so I can have a little compact flash card to dump ROMs onto and stuff. Really nice. I really like this cartridge. So I think that's pretty much everything. So until next time, keep on gaming.